And hello from around the world. You're back with Lord Fishy, and we are back on See You Next Tuesday, Viking Game Day, which I've officially decided to make because it's upset him so much that we played his game, and he's so angry about it, and he has so many mean things to say. We're going to do See You Next Tuesday Viking game every Tuesday, just to say, haha, Viking. So, if you've missed it, Viking is very, very upset with me because. Is it Viking or Vulcan? I always get his name mixed up. Because apparently I'm not supposed to give him advice on his game on how to improve it. And that's made him so upset that he's tried to get his little Discord community to attack my videos. And I just gotta say, I think it's pretty funny most of the time because most of the things they say are just funny. Like that one guy said that Fishton was a copy of this game, and he just got laughed at for a while. It was pretty funny because obviously Fishton is very different and very a little more complicated than this. This only has a mechanical aspect to it. There's really not anything else to the game. And Fishton is a lot of different things, and mechanics is just one small aspect. But let me know if you think different in the comments. I also heard some of them say I have bad programming skills, and I just gotta say it was pretty funny because I looked up the date of this game, and this game came out, I think it was 2021. And for the first year, you couldn't drop anything on the ground or your tools, everything would just fall through the ground for entirely the first year of this game being out. They just fixed it about a year ago for it doesn't actually happen that often anymore. And the game's a lot better. I'm not trying to knock the fact that he's, took him a bit to get his game going, but I find it kind of funny when you try to compare. The work ethic probably would be the biggest thing. Like, we are about to hit 1 year. We have not even hit our first year that Fishton's been out. And we are very, very proud of ourselves. I feel like we've done very good. We have our second game lined up. The demo is already out, and we are just about to get the full game out. Our second game in just over a year. And many, many other companies are still on year 2, year 3, and they still haven't really even started to think about other games. So I feel like we're moving at a pretty steady progress, and there's no real comparing us because this game's been out for 2 years. It's taken a long time to really improve, and not trying to knock that. I do enjoy the improvements, but obviously me and Queenfish are moving at a very rapid pace in our game, and it's probably because we got a good team. We know exactly what we want and what we want to put into these games, what we want to see out of them, and a very clear vision. And I think that's why we move so fast. But I don't know. I found it funny they tried to compare us when there's no. I don't really feel like there's comparing again. Like, this game's very different too. Like, I don't really see it like anything like Fishton. It's very, very specific. So, I come here sometimes just to play it because I do enjoy the game. I'm not trying to knock it. I think it's a delightful game. It's taken a long time to get most of the features sorted out in it, and that's the truth. Despite how mad it makes anybody that we're going to say the truth about it. But it's at this point, it's a pretty fun, playable game, and that's why I play it. I'm not here just to knock it. When I give ideas and suggestions, it's just that. It's an idea or suggestion to improve the game. So hopefully people start taking that right and don't take things so personal anymore. Like, I'm trying to compare us because I'm definitely not. I feel like we're on a different level. We have different goals, different motivations. Like, I don't know why he even does this stuff. Is it for fun, or is it this his goal to be a game developer in life? I can't ever have a conversation with the fella because every time it ends with him raging because anybody spoke their opinion. And the reason I left their Discord for this game is they were making fun of a guy for, they were calling him gay. And I stood up for that guy, and I got kicked out of their Discord because I said, like, it's up to him what he wants to do and, how he feels. I don't think you should be making fun of him. And I literally got banned from their Discord. So I feel like this Viking fella is pretty much unapproachable. Like, I don't know what's wrong. Or I'm trying to say it in a nice way, but I know I keep on sounding really mean. I don't know why he's so unapproachable or unable to speak about things without getting mad, but I'm at a point in my life I just don't need stuff like that. I'm going to play the game because I like it. I'm going to say my opinion because I'm allowed to. And if people are upset about that, I'm really sorry. I hurt your feelings. Wasn't my goal. Yeah, that was the rest of that freaking rest off of that. But I do have to enjoy the game and be able to play it without anybody being mad at me for playing it. So I'm going to do that. Again, I don't think that we're in like some kind of rivalry. I feel like the rivalry is in his head because all I've ever tried to do is help him and give him advice on how to make things better. Because I do feel like with a couple changes that this could be a lot more fun. I think we all know that this is more closer to my summer garage, if anything. Without the in-depth mechanics of in my summer garage, but I don't take that wrong either. I think the mechanics on this game are great in the sense that I tried my summer car, and honestly, I don't have a lot of mechanical experience, and I found it too hard to play. Basically, I don't want to spend a week building a car. Maybe a few hours is even like this game. It could be a little bit much sometimes, but it's about the right level that I want to take to work on something for a few hours and then go do other things. And everybody's different. Some people are going to enjoy sitting there and building a car for a week and the satisfaction of getting it all built, or maybe it doesn't take you that long because your mechanical skills are a little above what mine are. But that's why I play this game. I don't play my summer car, and I just thought it was a bit much. I don't want to invest that kind of time into a game that I'm playing for fun. So that's why I play this game. I think it has the right amount of mechanics. I feel like if it was a different game, that they might have to be less because if there was a lot more to do, you would spend most of your time doing mechanics and it would really affect the rest of your gameplay, right? But since it's just a mechanical simulator, basically, I feel like it's perfect. I think it's like a great mixture, basically. And even though I give this game compliments all the time like that, it seems like people only hear the insults or what they're taking as an insult when I'm giving advice. So I just got to say that. Hopefully you guys get it. Last time we were here, we got this car running. We got the engine running, and it was pretty fun. One of my favorite parts of this game is just to get an old car and try to get it going. So we did get the engine running, so maybe we'll do a bit of work on the back suspension. We're going to have to pull the shock. There we go. I don't like going around. It takes too long. And so we're going to rebuild the back end of the suspension today, and then we'll probably redo the front end, and we'll look for some... Oh, that one's bad too. Maybe we'll switch it over. There we go. That's a little better. I can pull the rest of these bad ones off without having the piece fall off on me. And so we'll get the back suspension built, we'll get the front suspension built, and we'll see how good this car runs. I know there's only 2 good cylinders in it, so we'll see how far we can get on that, and that might be a fun thing to do in this game. Maybe we'll go check out pizza deliveries eventually, but I still feel like working on the cars right now is the funnest thing, so we'll work on this car until it's ready to go, and we'll take it, and maybe we'll go deliver a pizza and see how fun that is. Alright, so we are doing... Is it a Lad coupe? I think it's a coupe, isn't it? No, it's just a Lad. My bad, my bad. And that's another reason I did like this game too, is I really enjoyed the Russian cars, like the Lads. I thought that was a really cool concept. And one thing I didn't really appreciate is having the American cars mixed in with it. I thought that, you know, maybe they should have stuck with European cars and the rarities. And it's something that made this game more specific to me and more stand out on its own. Like, there's tons of mechanical simulators out there. There's literally a series called Mechanical or Car Simulator that's just car simulators over and over. So I feel like the more you can stand out as your own game, the better. But that's my opinion. And obviously, Mr. Vulcan's going to do what he wants, and that's quite fine with me. I just like to express my opinion without anybody getting mad. But I don't know. I've had a couple people agree about these things too, saying that they agreed that they felt like my summer car was a little too in depth. So I don't know. Let me know what you think. Do you agree? Do you think maybe I just need to get better at mechanics? Say it in a nice way. Viking got about six of his little alts banned there because he couldn't control his little temper and started swearing and calling me names. And I don't know. It's hard to believe some people are adults and they speak like that. You know what I mean? But I get, people get emotional. They start projecting their issues and telling you your game's not good, and when you're just trying to help them. But people are going to take it how they're going to take it, unfortunately, in life. All you can do is be you. Be honest, say how you feel, and let them get over it eventually, I guess. Alright, let's get this out. Welding rod. I do like that too. For the longest time, this game would not save the welding rods on. So every time you went to use it, you had to go find your welding rod and put a new one on. And they finally fixed it not too long ago for you don't have to. And really do appreciate little things like that. It does make a difference and does help. So again, here's me giving more compliments so people can calm down. And yeah, we're coming up to a year anniversary for Fishton, and that's been pretty exciting. I actually had somebody who has followed me from the beginning sent me a plaque commemorating the Fishton 1 year anniversary coming up. And I just wanted to say thanks. You know who you are, and we really, really, really do appreciate everything you've done for this game and how hard you've tried, or not this game, but our game, to be there and help us and give us advice on the game that we took nicely and understood why you wanted those changes. That's the thing too. I understand it's hard when people insult something, or I guess not insult, but have an opinion on something that you've worked so hard about, is you're going to take it personally even if you don't want to. I did struggle with this a little bit at first with Fishton. I had to keep on reminding myself that this is how people feel. If they think something, there's probably a reason for it, and maybe I shouldn't be mad that they're suggesting it. And eventually it got easier and easier to the point I was able to listen. So if he's out there, if you're listening, that's my advice to you, buddy. It's just calm down, realize why people are saying things. Like, I play this game because I like it, like I said. I wouldn't play it if I didn't like it. I'm giving you advice to make it better because I want it to be better for I can play it more. Why would you be mad about that? I don't know. I'll stop about that, but I honestly don't understand people and the way they think and the way they take things all the time. And I can't always understand. I get that. It's just, it's how they feel. So it's how they feel, but I don't know. Maybe it's my generation it's a little easier for us to say the truth about something and not take offense or not be offended, I guess, but I understand this generation's a little different, and it's a lot more about feelings and stuff like that. And that's not my goal. I never want to hurt anybody's feelings. Obviously, I just destroyed this guy, and that was never my intentions. I just wanted to make the game better. But between our Discord experience and I did make a comment on the Steam page that I asked him if he had any direction or if he was just kind of adding assets, because we went from adding like Russian cars to adding just kind of whatever, American cars, motorcycles. And I was just wondering, I wanted to know what the direction was, honestly, in the game. And he took that so bad. he told me that I shouldn't be criticizing him and this and that. And I was like, okay. And then he banned me from the Steam page. I don't know. And that's what I mean. And the only other interaction we've really had is when he's lost his mind on my videos. I had to ban him from freaking posting on my videos just because he was just swearing and calling me names. Hard to believe this is a person and he's being real with this. Like, I don't know. So maybe you got your own experiences. I've had a few people share them with me that that's how he treated them too. And maybe it's just who he is, and I'm not trying to insult the guy, but you really need to become more approachable, dude. You're not above anybody. You're not better than anybody. Without these people who play your game, you're nothing. They are what makes you something. Their support. So I suggest you learn to take it in a new light. uh, it's just good advice in general. I think like anybody, like a rock star who hates his fans is only gonna get less fans, right? So think of it that way. Take it how you will. We're getting pretty close already to having this redone. We do need to do brakes and stuff like that, but that shouldn't take too long. There we go. We need our shorter ones. But this back end is pretty rebuilt already. Looks like we're missing some tires too, but we'll figure that out. Get our front end built real quick too, and then we should be able to at least roll if we need to. I feel like we lost some tires somewhere, but we'll look around and see if we can pick some up when it's daytime. I also noticed it says you can skip seasons in between everybody sleeping on the couch multiple times. I don't know if they've changed something, but I don't think there's any effects. Like, oh, there already is one there. We don't need this. I don't think like snow goes on the road and you don't really slide on it or anything. So I just don't really understand if it's not going to affect driving, why you would care about the weather, right? But maybe you just like it to be summer. I don't know. Maybe it's easier to spot things in winter. I guess that might make a little bit of sense. Like cars out in the forest if you're doing that. I don't know. But feel free to let me know in the comments if you do know. And hopefully you guys got me today. Like you understand me a little bit more. That I never really want to hurt anybody. I'm not looking for any trouble. I just tried to give advice on this game because I felt like it could use it. And who am I? I am a person who has came out with almost 2 full games within 1 year. That's who I am. Maybe you still think I'm unqualified, but I really do think I'm at least qualified to give advice in a game. I think everybody's qualified, to be honest. Everybody, fans, everybody, but I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. Maybe you think different. Let's pop this sucker in, I guess. And did I just pull this out of another car or this car? If I did, I just bad. I don't know why I did that. It's not cooked or anything. It looks good. But I do remember taking it out of a car, so maybe I did. I don't know why I would have did that, though. Let's go get ourselves a console thing. But that's a big thing to people, to admit they're, not so great at something or they struggle with something. I think that all humans are balanced pretty evenly. It's just how you see things. Some people are going to be great at math, at schoolwork. Other people are going to be great at art and other things. We all get it, goods and bads in life, and it's learning how to adapt to them and realizing your strengths and weaknesses that can really improve your life. In my opinion, of course. All right, so this runs. We know that. Does this console work? Yeah, I think so, right? Yeah, it seems to. Showing everything, I think. All right, so we just need to get the front end jacked up, I think. And then get our... oh, the front end looks freaking whack, too. We might need a donor car to get some parts going here because I need some more tires. This ain't gonna cut it. I can't move it anyways. Let's try to get this front end jacked up if we can. And yeah, there's only a couple months away from Yard Sale Simulator. If you'd like to check it out, it's on Steam. There's a demo, so you can try it for free and see if you like it. Hopefully you like it. So many people have. We've had a lot of really good experiences and feedback from the game, so a lot of people seem to be really enjoying the concept. So let us know what you think, and yeah, make sure you're subscribed to check out the latest videos. As soon as we get Yard Sale Simulator out, we're probably going to start work on a third game, which you already have a map lined up for and a couple other small things, but it's going to be a long time in the making, just like Yard Sale Simulator was. We've actually been working on it a long time in behind the scenes, but well, also making a lot of crucial updates to Fishton. So, and don't worry, we're not done with fishing. We got lots more to come. We've just been super busy right now. That should pop, shouldn't it? Why isn't that popping? Shock? Did I miss one? No. Oh, you know what it is? It's brake line. That's what it is. I just forget about those. Why can't I? There we go. Alright, so the front end is pretty much completely gone, so we'll just start with a new one. Suspension. And let's go have a look. Just see what's good on this before I get everything. We got 2 good shocks, and it looks like it needs some work, but it's not too bad. So we got shocks. Oh, that's good too, eh? Alright, let's pull this off on that side too. What I usually do with brakes, I just throw them in a big heaping pile, and eventually I'll go clean them up eventually. So we got both sides, it looks like, and the shocks. So just need to do top and bottom on them. We should be able to do that real quick. Alright, what side do you go on? This side. And we'll grab a couple other pieces before we go anywhere, just to speed things up of putting this together and having to run parts out there to put them on. Should be able to just kind of toss them on here and make it a little faster. Now, we got to remember we do have shocks out there. They look like they were good anyways. So now we just need, heck is it? Right there. One of these and 2 of these. And I do feel like this game was a really good game for teaching people how to play mechanical games, like getting into mechanical games. Maybe it'd be an evolutional step towards my summer car, which I do find this game very similar to. It's like my summer car without the adventure and a little less time to be wasted on mechanics and stuff like that would be the way I'd describe it if I was going to describe it in general. Feel free to disagree. Obviously, some people are going to be like, no, you're a jerk. But that's how I feel, and I don't really think that's a bad thing. I think my summer car it's a good game. It's just not for me. That's all. Just because I say, like, I don't play something doesn't mean I'm insulting it. It just means it's not for me. Let's grab a screwdriver and put some more pieces on before we go, for we don't have to run them out individually. And we'll go to brakes, and we'll do front. Maybe we should just put our front brakes on at the same time. I guess I don't need this. I'm caught on a stupid table. So I don't know if people are out there saying this game's like fishing. I don't know. I think you need to try fishing, because I think you're very mistaken. And I think that if you just had a little more education on the subject, like you actually play the game, you'd know the difference. I won't say them because I'm not trying to embarrass anybody or make anybody feel bad, which has already happened on its own. So I don't want to make that worse and hurt anybody's feelings worse than they've already been hurt. We'll just try to see the positive side of things. We'll talk about some of the good things we like about this game. Maybe that'll help people not be so offended. All right. Ah, you little... That one's always so tricky. I don't like that either, but I understand it is a thin brake line, so it should probably be a little harder to put on. There we go. Get that one, and we'll get the other one built up here. I always find building the brakes this way is a little faster. You can let me know if you've got a faster system or if you think I do it silly. You can just tell me in the comments. Just no swearing or freaking out or calling names, because I won't have that. I'm not going to get my page flagged because one teenager can't control their temperature. Their temper. That's what it is. That's what I'm talking about. All right, I think we're all good except for our shocks, and our shocks are on our old ones, so we'll put them on in just 1 second. Zip zap, patty whap, get this sucker on. I can't see the other one, damn it. Can't get a good, oh, there's a good angle for it apparently. There we go. I'll pop that one on, that one on. All right, now we just need our shocks. We can toss this whole piece of crap out. I don't think the shock springs are any good. I think they're garbage, so. We'll just toss this whole thing after. Everything here's garbage. And we're almost done our front end. That went pretty fast and pretty easy. We got some extra parts, some extra brake parts we'll just throw in the back. I'll usually make a heap out of them, and then I go through them eventually and make good sets of brakes out of them that I can reuse for later. So what I usually do. I think it's kind of fun to do it that way. You can let me know if you've got a better way, or if you think it's silly. Like I said, just be nice. Alright. It looks like our steering wheel's no good now that I'm looking in there. It'd probably work for now, but I don't really want to play that game where we just suddenly lose steering out of nowhere. Oh, there's a back end back here. I wonder what that's from. A Niv, a lat. Well, we could have used that for parts. Oh well. Oh well. Alright, so we'll probably call that a video for the day. We got the whole suspension basically built. We just need to do back end brakes and our main brake, I guess, too, which we could probably do now, actually, before we forget. And we'll just do them both, and then we'll call it a video. Make sure you fire a thumbs up, because Viking's been very mad, and he's had his little people there doing thumbs down on the video, so every bit helps. And every bit makes a difference to get this video out to more people, and they can say if they agree or if they disagree in a nice way. Alright, that's done. I guess we'll do the back ones real quick, and then we can just say the brakes are done, right? So back pads. 1, 2. And then we only have to do, we need to check our main brake in the next one, our brake control, and make sure it's in good condition. And then add some brake fluid to it if we need to, and we should be good. Our main brake line, but I think it is in there if I'm not mistaken. Alright, I guess we'll get these in real quick. Sorry if this is taking long. I don't know how long I am into the video. That looks like rust right there. I have to check that out because apparently my car has no rust, so that's strange. Oh, there we go. Struggling to get to them. Oh, you know what? Undo that. That brake line looks like it's no good. There we go. We got the other one. So it looks like I'm going to have to replace that after all. It looks like it's worn out. You can usually tell the coloring starts going a little bit darker. It's a little bit hard to tell, but you kind of get used to it. Did that go where it was supposed to? Because it didn't look like it did. Probably put it in the trunk. Yes. And there we go. We just need to replace the brake line now. And it looks like we need to replace the whole thing anyways. That's no good. Again, I guess we'll do it now. God darn it. Get hooked into playing longer and longer. We'll just hook all the other ones up because we're going to have to pull the container out for the brake fluid and switch it out for another one. So We don't have to, but when they get old like that, I think they start leaking because the fluid just starts disappearing. Be cool if they added a trail behind you and used just like some Niagara effects for it or something like that. But I don't even know if the engine they use has things like that. Pretty sure this is I can't remember the name of them. It isn't made from a great engine basically, and so Unity. It's made from a Unity engine, and it's just not one of the greatest engines in my opinion. I feel like it kind of limits things in certain ways, like effects and things like that. But I'm sure you guys may disagree too, so feel free to. So we're done for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully you agreed with me. Hopefully some people understand and are a little less upset now and get the whole idea and why we're very, very different people and why I'm not trying to compete with this young man. I'm just trying to make this game better because I would like it to be better so I can play it more. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.